guys, so during lockdown I've been doing the vast majority of our family's weekly food shops. My wife Alex went to Sainsbury's once a number of weeks ago, and then she went again for the second time a couple of days ago. And it's the first time she's done a big shop in a supermarket really now since before lockdown. And it's the first time as well she had to go using the Smart Shop scanners. So I've been using the app on my phone, this phone that I'm talking to right now, and she had to go using the handheld device you get when you go in there. And when she got back, I was asking her how it was. I said, how did you find going in the supermarket? It's a bit weird, you know, it's not quite as weird as it was at the start of lockdown, but it is a bit odd. And I asked her how she got on with the smart shopping. And she said, it's a bit of a faff. And it is, because it means rather than just throwing something in your basket, you have to stop and scan it, and it just takes an amount of time. And I get that. And it takes a little bit of time getting used to start with. You have to sort of get the hang of the device that you're using. If you're wanting to use it on your phone like I do, you have to download it, set it up, log in and what have you. And yeah, it's a bit of a faff. But as we both agreed, it's a level of faff that immediately pays for itself. So when you're smart shopping in Sainsbury's, once you get to the end, bam, you're just straight through the tills. You don't have to unload, have scanned and reload your trolley. You've already put it in your bags as you went around and scanned it. You just click a couple of things, scan it, pay, and you're out. So overall, it actually saves you time and effort. It's just you're putting the time and effort in at a time when you're not used to doing it. You're used to taking things off shelves, popping them straight in your trolley or basket and moving on, and then spending an amount of time later on queuing up, unloading, having it scanned, rebagging it, paying and so on. It's just a redistribution of time and effort that actually makes it less time and effort overall. And ultimately, although it does feel a bit of a faff while you're doing it, it's not that much of a faff. It's a couple of seconds per thing that you put in there. It's not like you have to get something off the shelf and spend 5 minutes per item. If you've got the scanner ready or your app out, it's literally scan, pop it in. It's seconds. It's 5 to 10 seconds where it would have been 2 to 3 seconds. And it's a bit like tracking your food in MyFitnessPal, which we recommend to people, not as a lifelong thing that you're going to do forever and ever, but something that's worth doing for 3 to 5 days to get real clarity on the impact of your food choices and what adjustments you could make that would benefit you. And again, it's a bit of a faff. I know it's a bit of a faff, getting your phone out and scanning or checking the amounts and punching them in of the various things that you're eating. But as with scanning things in Sainsbury's, firstly, it's a faff that saves you time and effort later on. If by spending a number of minutes over the course of 3 to 5 days, you get clarity on the adjustments you can make to your eating, and you can make them more easily going forward, and you can save time on the effort that you may have otherwise put into your adjustments to your eating without actually making any forward progress, then that's a massive win. You know, we use that information not to then have to track our eating for the rest of our lives, but to use as a basis for new habits that hopefully will last us going forward. So it potentially saves time and effort. It's less time and effort than spending the rest of your life going to a slimming club and counting points and all that sort of stuff. And ultimately, even if it is a bit more time and effort, it's not that much. Rather than putting something straight on your plate, you're scanning it and then putting it on your plate. Rather than putting it straight into the pan, you may be weighing it, punching it in, and then put it in the pan. Again, we're talking seconds. I know it feels a bit of a faff, because when I do it, it feels a bit of a faff. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much of a faff. It is genuinely the best, highest return on investment faff that you could do. It blows my mind on a regular basis the number of people that are still happy to spend 3-4 lots of 45 plus minutes per week doing exercise, but they're not willing to spend a handful of minutes getting used to tracking their food and doing it for a few days to get clarity on the impact of those decisions. It's less time and effort than exercise. Much, much, much less time and effort than exercise. Exponentially less time and effort than exercise. And from a weight loss perspective, it's a much, much, much bigger win. So, hope that's convinced you guys. If you're not sure how to track, let me know. Reply to this. I can direct you to some of the videos we've got on it. If you've ever done that before, if you've ever spent hours every week exercising and haven't spent minutes learning how to track your food, comment below. Let me know that that is a thing, because I know it is, and give the video a like.